You pushed out on social media.
Brian, go first.
You pushed out on social media about doing away with mail-in ballots and potentially electronic voting machines. Can you expand on that and how important
Well,
that is?
that's a very off-topic, just really quickly. Mail-in ballots are corrupt. Mail-in ballots, you can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots. And we, as a Republican Party, are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots. We're going to start with an executive order that's being written right now by the best lawyers in the country to end mail-in ballots because they're corrupt. And you know that we're the only country in the world, I believe, I may be wrong, but just about the only country in the world that uses them because of what's happened, massive fraud all over the place. The other thing we want changed are the machines. For all of the money they spend, it's approximately 10 times more expensive than paper ballots. And paper ballots are very sophisticated with the watermark paper and everything else. We would get secure elections. We'd get much faster results. The machines, I mean, they say we're going to have the results in 2 weeks. With paper ballots, you have the results that night. Most people, but most people, many countries use paper ballots. It's the most secure form. So between paper ballots, very, very important, paper ballots, and I think maybe even more important, the mail-in voting. We're going to end mail-in voting. It's a fraud. If you have mail-in vote, even Jimmy Carter with this commission, they set it up. He said the one thing about mail-in voting, you will never have an honest election if you have mail-in. And it's time that the Republicans get tough and stop it because the Democrats want it. It's the only way they can get elected. Because with men and women's sports and with transgender for everybody and open borders and all of the horrible things, and now the new thing is they love crime.
I've been a mail-in voter since I was in the military because you have to be a mail-in voter because I was from Florida, but I was stationed in New York, so they don't let you vote in the local elections. You got to fill it out, and then they send it to Florida. So, Doc, you were there with me. I know you probably didn't vote, but did you send your voting when you was in the military?
Nah, that was how I voted too. Like I voted absentee mail-in. I think that was how we all did it because we were in the military, and you still kind of vote with your state or your local elections and stuff. So I wonder what the idea he would change and do that for people in the military because that is a big thing.
For sure. Having you were in, did you vote? Were you in the military? Did you have to send your ballot off?
I did, and I am beside myself with some of the things that he's doing in regards to our military and our veterans. Because not only like the military, but how many disabled military veterans does that also disenfranchise if we're going to talk about military? It affects so many more people than the ones that they're trying to affect.
Ken, should Trump get rid of mail-in voting?
I think the president should do what the people want. Like who's asking for this, right? Is this being like done on a poll? Like what is the masses of the public saying they want to do? That's how I feel you should go about this. How do the people want to vote? Whether people want to vote off an app or anything, this is for the people. So let the people decide. So I think to override and not even ask questions, not take a poll. We have millions of people here in the country. You can't just decide that just without the public. So voting is for the people, right? So let the people decide how they want to cast their ballot.
For sure. So before Mia, Slim, and Enzo respond, let's see where Trump actually got this idea from.
Vladimir Putin said something, one of the most interesting things. He said your election was rigged because you have mail-in voting. He said mail-in voting every election. He said no country has mail-in voting. It's impossible to have mail-in voting and have honest elections. And he said that to me. It was very interesting because we talked about 2020. He said, you won that election by so much. And that's how he got it. He said, and if you would have won, we wouldn't have had a war. You'd have all these millions of people alive now instead of dead. And he said, and you lost it because of mail-in voting. It was a rigged election.
So Slim, it sounds like he got an idea from Putin. Do you think that's a good thing?
No, he didn't get the idea from Putin. I think that's BS. At the end of the day, he knows what happened. The man won the Super Bowl 3 times. One of them was stolen. And at the end of the day, when they're talking about our democracy, there's going to be something done about it, because it's not just that he's taking it away from the military. I'm sure there's going to be something in place that's going to basically put back the way to vote in the military as far as technology or whatever has you. But let's be honest, 20,000 people voted that was like 140 years old, bro. Like, it's not real. You got to start looking at these things and remember that's what really happened. So this is why this man is fighting. A lot of people fail to realize that he is a winner. So at the end of the day, if he loses, he want to know why the hell he losing, because the ops ain't strong enough. They're not. We've seen it. And when it comes to what the people want, they will vote on what this man is saying, because those are the same people that voted for him the second time and it didn't happen. And when he tried to talk about it, they tried to lock him up. He's coming after every single person. This is real. I can't.
Except the ones on the Epstein list.
There she go, the Epstein list.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Hold on, real quick on the Epstein list. And having this for you, I love you, girl. But again, y'all had 4 years to destroy the man. If he was on that list, that would have been the perfect bomb to drop, so he would not win a second term. There's no way you can deny that logic. Go ahead.
Shout out to Kelly Corinne. I've been on her show. Mia been on her show. Other people from here have been on her show. She just gave us a super chat. Thank you, Kelly. She said, "What's up, panel? Great show. I see y'all been grinding." Mia, Trump voted in by mail in 2020. Is it fair that he's getting rid of it?
Absolutely not. Which is a little bit of history for mail-in ballots. You know, the first president that enacted mail-in ballots? Abraham Lincoln, the OG Republican, our godfather himself, enacted mail-in ballots so soldiers could vote during the Civil War. And it is a damn shame that a Republican thinks that he has the power through executive order, which he does not, to somehow overtake the Constitution, because the Constitution is very specific. Article 1, Section 4, Clause 1 states explicitly have the responsibility for the time, the manner, and place to determine elections. Point blank, period. They're very specific. Congress, if they get 2/3, can set rules and regulations and policies, but at the end of the day, the Constitution is very specific. There's no amount of lawyers, there's no executive orders that Donald Trump can do to get rid of mail-in ballots. It does not exist in the way it's written in the Constitution. And the only way for the Constitution to be altered is 2/3 of Congress, and 2/3 of America does not agree for this. It's egregious in my mind to disenfranchise military, elderly people, disabled people, Americans working abroad for this country. It boggles my mind. And to set the record straight, we're going to fact check him real quick. These are all the countries that allow mail-in voting. And you will see, we know and we are friends with all these countries. Canada, Germany, Switzerland, United Kingdom, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, Denmark, Iceland, Poland does it. France, India, Japan, Netherlands, Pakistan, and Spain also all allow mail-in ballots for their elections as well. And another thing before I land this plane and right into the ocean is the simple fact that he is allowing Putin to gaslight him. Like, get the fuck out of here. Come on. Don't be like, you're allowing Putin to gaslight you by our elections? Like, come on, dude. Like, this is ridiculous.
Red carpet for him. What do you mean?
It's just like, I feel like I'm in Stranger Things. I'm in the upside down world. Like, we're going to let Putin gaslight us about elections and tell us no other country does it? It's like, does he not have Siri? Everybody runs Apple. I have Samsung. I'm a peasant. Do we not have Siri? Does he not fact check these things ever? I'm landing my plane. I'm crashing in.
Enzo, you've been on Kelly's
Crazy.
show too before, right? Yeah, you've been Enzo's
Yeah,
been on
we
the show too.
we did the one show.
Right. Are you a mail-in voter?
No, no.
So how do you feel about it?
I wish it wasn't. He tried to do an executive order because it's not going to work. I want him to go about it the right way because I don't agree with mail-in balloting whatsoever. I don't like for military everything or everybody in the military absolutely different. For civilians who have the ability to go vote, I mean, if we talk about the elderly, like my grandmother, up until the day she died at 83 years old, got up every single 4 years and went and voted. Like, yes, that's my grandmother. That's what she did. It's not everybody, but still. With the amount, with what happened in 2020 with the election and the new evidence that has been presented to the Senate from Kash Patel of the 20,000 IDs that came in from China that were never vetted by the FBI in 2020. I'm not going to say 20,000 IDs changed the election in 2020, but I'm not going to sit here and say Joe Biden, who we saw in the campaign, was mentally declining the entire time, got 81 million votes over Donald Trump. And then Kamala comes in and gets what, 70, 60 something million votes. But these are the same people that didn't vote for Trump the first time. So we need to do better with vetting these things because there's been plenty of evidence that is out there of election fraud within 2020 that just got swept under the rug by the DOJ. That got swept under the rug by the courts. Nobody really wanted to investigate until now. So get rid of mail-in balloting or mail-in voting altogether.
Well, it seems like everybody's saying basically the same thing, that he can't do it. It's basically state right. So I'm going to play what a mail-in worker actually said.
When Trump suggests that states act as agents of the federal government when it comes to tabulating ballots, obviously an uncommon reading of the Constitution, as we just pointed out, but Congress does have a role in voting regulations, right?
Yeah, they absolutely do. But the president can't, by executive order, just wave his magic wand and change things. That's not how this country works. We are a federal republic. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of conservative states' rights type people out there who ought to be hopping mad at the notion that the executive of the federal government is going to try to exert power in a state part of our rules and regulations in the way that we govern ourselves. Look, if he wants to propose changes through the regular congressional process, he has the right to do that. He's, the president, he's a citizen like anybody else. And the Constitution is very clear about that. But there's no reason why anybody should think that it's A, reasonable or B, rational to be just coming out as the president saying, I'm going to run the show and you work for me. Like I said, I don't work for the president. I work for the people of the great state of Arizona, and I'm going to keep doing so in spite of his oddball machinations.
So let's just go around, do a poll, and see who all votes by mail. I vote by mail. I know Enzo said he doesn't. Ken, do you vote by mail?
Never voted before.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
My catchphrase on the new party is always vote. So you'll hear that a lot from me. Doc, are you a mail-in voter?
Yeah, I've been a mail-in voter for probably since I was 18 years old, but I never lived at home. So this last election was the first time I voted in person at my polling station.
Heaven, are you a mail-in voter?
When I was in the military, I was, but not anymore.
Mia?
I have voted by mail once, but currently, ever since, no. I was living in Hawaii at one time, but obviously my residence is very far away, so I had to mail in vote from Hawaii once.
Slim?
Nah, I pull up on them.
Some people say like they'll get the mail-in vote just to fill it out so they can read everything, but they go and put it in an actual mailbox because it's the conspiracy theories about the mail people and people controlling it and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, it's very interesting. For me, I never want to go down there ever again. It's just so convenient for me to get it, fill it out, and then just throw it in the mailbox. I don't even have to go down there. But
When I was in the military, I was postal trained. So I could take my training and go be a supervisor at a post office right now. So yeah, they're very, very strict when it comes to things going on at the actual post office. Their regulations are very strict. Even in the military, when we handled your mail in the mailroom, they should have been, not everybody's was, but should have been very strict with the mail.
Man, that's not true. We got a homeboy named Cool right now. His ex-wife, Trezana, she knew somebody had that bag and it was going through the mail. She stole the money and caught a felony. You know what I'm saying? So I know that they'll steal your mail because she was the post office lady and she stole the folks' money.
But it's a felony charge and they're going to get you.
But she had spun the money long time, spun the money. You call her way later. You feel me?
I can't speak on that specifically. But I know based off the training and, you know, the education that I have from them.
Now, money-wise, of course, it's a lot of illegal activity going through the post office for sure. But as the poll that we just did, so 4 out of 2 of us all voted by mail, and then 1 person didn't vote. So it seems like mail-in voting is necessary. So it was a great show. We'll go around and get everybody's final thoughts. Slim, what's your final thoughts?
Oh man, sorry I'm late, guys. Another good show. Always vote. Trump is the man. And yeah, man. I've been watching a lot of new party replays. So I encourage everybody to go to the new party, hit the like button, subscribe, all that fly stuff. But yeah, good show, man. Peace.
For sure. Heaven, what's your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Let's see. Why are you always going to go straight to
You want me to come back to you? Yeah, I'll let you get your thoughts.
Yeah, come back to me. Give me
what's your final thoughts?
It was a good show. Thank you for having me. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to be a little shameless and say follow me on TikTok and X. It's Mia, not Maya. I'm definitely trying to grow my X page. I have like 5 followers because I'm not on there all the time, but I am getting better. So please do follow me specifically on TikTok. I'm very active on TikTok, and obviously hit the like and subscribe button to this channel.
My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, it just cut me off. That's how you guys feel about me. Cut me off. So make a long story short, I am going to quote Skeptic. Don't let anybody trample on your constitutional right, and your constitutional right is to mail and vote.
For sure, for sure. I'm glad the Democrats and the MAGA people can get along for sure. And I'm going to promote too. So if you're watching right now, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell knowing we go live. Doc, what's your final thoughts?
15 years ago today, one of my best friends lost his life. His name was Tanil. Shout out T Rose, man. I still check on your son. I still talk to your mama. Gun violence is real. It's everybody's duty to try to stop this. And you know, I just want to tell them, you know, if I'm friends with somebody, I'm gonna be friends with them for the rest of my life. If I say you love you, I really mean it. And shout out to you, bro. I talked to your son the other day, so you know what I'm saying? Like 15 years later, and it still feel the same. So I love you, dog. So
for sure. Enzo, your final thoughts?
So my final thoughts, this was a good show. To Gavin, I think it was bullshit when Trump does all this AI and all these tweets at 3 a.m. It's kind of annoying sometimes. Stop trying to be like Trump, because Trump's actually fixing things. You got a state full of issues and you've been the problem in your state. Fix what you got going on there before you think about running for 28. Because if it stands the way that it is, it's going to be a Republican steamroll. To mail-in ballots, get rid of that shit. Fraud, it's bullshit. Get your ass up, go vote, do it the right way.
Ken, what's your final thoughts?
Man, my final thoughts are I'm going to end it on the video that you showed before with the young lady. We're going to see a lot more of that from men and women, though. And the reason why it's so shocking is because people haven't really had community to express this shit. So, you know, the individualism aspect, you're just supposed to shut up and, you know what I mean, just accept what you have. And just because somebody's a good person, that means you're supposed to be with them. And this is very old. And if you could read people's diary entries, a lot of men and women have felt like the young lady. It just is so shocking because how can you upset the institution? But I'm about the individual, fuck the institution. So you're going to see a lot of more people, men and women, coming out, expressing themselves on social media like this. And people might not like it, but that's the pressures of the nuclear family. People are supposed to be in villages, not just men and women in the house. So you're going to see more people expressing themselves and upsetting the institution. So be ready for it.
Heaven, you ready?
I am. I had to bring it back real quick for John. It doesn't matter who's on the list. I want all of them, Democrats, Republicans, and honestly, anybody that's protecting them. I think everyone in Congress needs to be removed, and we need to start fresh because they get paid by too many outside sources, and they're not doing what's needed for the people. That's it. Yeah. Stay safe. Great show. Shout out to the chat.
For sure. My final thoughts is basically going to be more people should vote. So like I would want to see more people vote, and the fact that less people vote than people that less people don't vote than people that actually vote, I think is bad on us as a population. But we're going to be talking about Trump's erase of slavery from U.S. history at the Smithsonian under fire. We do this every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I basically always say this on a new party, even though it's the man cave, always vote man cave.